Hey there everyone, welcome back to Gamevine. My name is Dave, and today in this Red Dragon and 7 review, the crew get a break. Let's go. So as a disclaimer, this is a review copy from Slugfest Games. Thank you so very much for your support. You really are awesome. Now, this is more of what we love, but the long-awaited character that everybody has wanted, the Wench, is finally playable. Not only do you see her on other people's cards, well, you can be her yourself. And she has a special deck of reserves that nobody has ever seen before because it only comes out for the special guest. But not to be overshined, the owner, Redbeard, and the stable master with all of her mystical creatures, and Jasper the bouncer are here as well. There's no other fluff added in this one. There's just these characters and a drink deck, a small one, and that's pretty much it. So without further ado, let me show you what's in this box, give you a breakdown of what each of these characters can do, because we do not show you how to play. If you want that, you can always go to the other video, and then we'll tell you what we think. Let's go. Alright, so these are the components that come in the box, and I just want to first point out they gave us coasters just to put our drinks on. How sweet. And I love the way the backs feel. It's kind of cushiony. I like it. Okay, now to the actual game components. Each person will have their deck with various side decks that they'll need, and the drink deck, of course, is included. And you have the coins and all the various things you would need for every character, and everything for the big box version if you need it. And a prize card comes in this one here. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. But first, let me show you all the roles, starting with the easiest, Jasper. Okay, so Jasper is easy because he is just straight and through a red dragon in character. He doesn't have any decks, no glitter, no glam. He actually prides himself that he is one of the old timers. Now, the only thing that is different is this one card here. He has this card which allows him and one other person that he has to bounce, because he's the bouncer, to be out of a turn. I think, or is it like 2 turns? But basically you're out of a turn and nothing can affect you or the other player. That hasn't happened before. But beyond that, he is going to kick butt mostly. Because he's bouncing, he's going to affect fortitude mostly, but he has a little bit of everything when it comes to, you know, affecting stuff. So that is Jasper. Alright, so this is Redbeard. He's pretty straightforward too, but he does have a story deck, which correlates with these pipes. Anytime you play one of these cards with a pipe on it, you will draw a story card and apply it to effects, and it becomes one card. So if something would say ignore the effects or like cancel card, both of these would go out. But essentially they are just adding stuff like lose fortitude or order drinks, and they're talking about people of the past, which is so cool. So when I played him, he felt like he was an all-around type of character, though he did hit hard. He felt really powerful for some reason, I don't know, but he's a standard character beyond the story deck. But look, Dimley's back. Oh man, I love Dimley. He's awesome. So that is Redbeard. Nothing too crazy, but it's very interesting and surprisingly powerful. Alright, let's go on to the one everyone's here for, the Wench. Let's go. Alright, so this is the Wench, and man, I'm so excited that she's in the game. And when I played with her the first time, I got so giddy. But she isn't too confusing, which is very good. And she is what I thought she would be. She is able to get out of dodge, so she's like escaping from getting drinks. She's really good at gambling, and she serves up these special reserve drinks. Now, some of the cards are going to correspond with the special reserve and say give out special reserve drinks. You would give these out to other players, and sometimes on a very rare occasion you would give back a special reserve. But you would drink these, and most of the time they're good. This one here, it looks like a Red Bull. I just wanted to point that out. This one has you discard 3 cards and draw 3 cards. Now the special reserves are always going to be on top of your deck. So if another drink were to get put on top of them, this one always like floats up top. You have to drink this one first. Now again, some of them are good and some of them are bad, and some of them are really long, kind of pay 2 gold to the winch and put the card of the drink deck onto your drink me pile, and so forth and so on. So very interesting. But like I said, she's good at gambling, ignoring drinks, and kind of tagging people with some gold loss and a little bit of fortitude. She's awesome. I really like her. Okay, now on to the most complicated character in the game, but not too much, the Stable Master. Let's go. Okay, so this is Molly. Now she has stable animals, and they're going to be coming out either at the beginning of your turn or when you play a card that has a horseshoe on it. Now, there are different ones. There are some that have rival effects, and that means if their rival comes out, you will have to fulfill the condition only for one of them that is coming out. Now, as other stable animals come out, these will move down and others will go away. Some have immediate effects, some have sometimes effects which will, when you do use them, will go out of the line and you'll just fill in the space as they go. But that's how the stable animals work. It's relatively simple. You just have to remember to move them down and to draw them when they need to be drawn. And beyond that, she really is an all-around type character. When I played her, I didn't feel like she was incredibly strong in any area, but I didn't feel like she was incredibly weak. She just kind of had a bit of everything and had these cool animals shifting in and out. And there's Pookie again. So very, very interesting character. That's all I have to say. Now let me show you the drink deck and what the prize card's about, and then I'll give you my opinion. Let's go. Alright, so not much to show from the drink deck. You have some fortified orc sweat, which is gross, some wine, some shots of the fire water. That's pretty much it. But the main thing that I can point out is the prize card. So essentially this just goes to the pot for the gambling rounds, and then whoever wins it gets this. And basically, it just, when you ignore a drink, you give that another player that drink, and then you throw this back in to the prize pot, that so it can be won again in a round of gambling. So that's it. So that is what Red Dragon Inn 7 consists of. And what do I think of this one? I like it. I think it's cool. It's really, really nice to play the wench. So much so I had to play her again right after I got done doing it, because the reserve deck is very interesting. I wanted to see more of it, and so I played it twice right in a row. Now the other characters, the Stable Master's fun, Jasper's very basic, and Redbeard with his interesting stories, especially because he's a dwarf. I love more dwarf, and Dimly is on his cards. I like that very much. So whenever there's more dwarfs, well, you win me over just on that. With that being said, this is just a basic pack. It's not something that I think that would be a first expansion that you would get if you wanted to add more to your Red Dragon Inn collection, but it might be a good second or third edition if you really want to play the Winch or the Stable Master. But again, it's a good one. But I've seen other ones that I would jump at, like Villains is really good. Number 2 is my favorite still. So those I might jump and grab first, but this one's really interesting. The Winch maybe slightly overhyped, but it's still, again, it was fun to play her because I've seen this lady forever and always thought about her being a deck. I'm like, why isn't she? Well, here she is. I love the animals too. Very, very cute. Nothing seriously complicated. And that's why I'm saying this is a good addition, as a third expansion, because it's not going to add too much. And if you want just a little bit more, I recommend you pick up this one. And definitely, if you like Red Dragon Inn, this is a no-brainer. So thank you again, Slugfest, for providing me with this review copy so I can show the world and Vi Nation this fantastic game. I love this game so much. And thank you so much, Vi Nation, for clicking like and subscribe. If you want this copy, well, this game, there's going to be a link in the description below where you can pick it up. But until next time that I see you, have a great rest of your day and a great time with all that you play. My name is Dave, and I'm out. Bye. Vi Nation, we love making content here for you on the channel, and we're almost at 10,000 subscribers, so subscribe now and help us out. This video right here, I think you'll like. This video right here, YouTube thinks you'll like.
or you can just sit here and watch me dance the dinosaur for a little bit longer. You can visit us at our social media outlets, and we're going to be improving our Patreon here soon. That's all for today. Miko, it's time to go. Good girl, Miko.